Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Hope everybody is well. Team lists are up on screen. England taking on Australia. Come on. So if you have a prediction, let me know in the live stream chat. There's a poll in the chat as well. Get your votes in there. 9 votes already. 78% say Australia's going to take this one. Up to 10 votes. That's 80%. All right. Get your votes in there. So I'll do a quick run through of the team list now, and I'll do one before we get started. So, in the backs for England, we have Wellesby, Young, Farnworth, Wardle, Johnstone, Williams, and Lewis. The forwards include Havard, Clark, Lees, Bateman, Pearce-Paul, and Knowles. The bench is Litton, Walmsley, Trout, and McMeekan. 18th man is Brimson. In the backs for Australia, they have Walsh, Nwanganitawase, Staggs, Shibasaki, Adokar, Munster, and Cleary. The forwards include Carrigan, Grant, Farsu Malawi, Crichton, Young, and Yo. The bench is Dearden, Collins, Cotter, and Kalamatangi. And best is 18th man. Come on! Come on. So we've got about 13 minutes to go-ish. Something like that. My score prediction was Australia 30, England 16. But I do think England definitely have a chance of winning this one. I genuinely do. And not just, because it's first game, and it's at Wembley, that kind of stuff. I think we can win any of the 3 games. I think we can win at least 2. We could win all 3. I think we have the ability to do so. But it's just, we have to play to our absolute peak. Can we do that? We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a tough one. But we shall see. I think with the players that we've got, even guys that I might have not been that thrilled about, I still back them to do a solid job. So, we'll see. And I think Wayne as a coach is solid. I don't always agree with his picks for squads, but I think we can all agree he's a solid coach. Yeah, hopefully we can get it done. I was hoping that Burgess was going to be playing, Joe Burgess. I thought he'd match up nicely against Nwanganitawase, but they've gone with Johnstone instead. I think we'll be on his side of the field. I think he'll be Young on the right wing up against Adokar. Wardle against Staggs over on the left. Farnworth against Shibasaki on the right. That could be one area where we could potentially win some battles. I do think Carrigan and Farsu Malawi, they're big blokes, but they're not massive blokes. Farsu Malawi's tall, but I think Lees and Havard, both athletic enough guys that could take the fight to them. They're both hard hitters. Lees especially. Just no swinging arms there, Matty. Just be careful, son. Just relax. But Clark out of 9, I think is a fantastic hooker. Obviously Harry Grant is as well, but I do like Darryl Clark. So, we'll be right. We'll be right. Okay. Howdy, Tracy. Howdy, y'all. And Dingle, good to see you, sir. Hope you are well. Not sure if we've got any more regulars in here. But yeah, Dingle and Tracy, couple regulars. I imagine most of the regulars will be just watching the game. Good to see you. If you could leave a like on the live stream, helps it to get out there to more people. You don't have to, okay? Just like, you don't have to. Just would be great. Cheers. If you do have an exact score, let me know in the chat. Afternoon, Mr. Pepsi. You think 24-14 to England? Okay, Dingle. Okay. Your first comment was dodgy lineup for England. I get you. Not everyone's thrilled with it, because I wasn't that thrilled about Havard, but I do get it. Not that thrilled about Bateman, but I do get it. The whole trust thing that Sean Wayne's been talking about. Plus, defensively, I think Bateman's still reliable defensively at the very least. Plus, thinking about it, his year at the Cowboys I don't think has been that bad. So, we'll see. We'll see. Best chance for a win out of these 3? I disagree. I disagree. I think even if we lost this one, we could turn up next week because we'd learn a lot from each one. And at least with this, even if we did lose, we have sort of a... Is barometer the right word? Is barometer the right word? I'll assume it is. We have a gauge of where we're at compared to the Aussies. We know what need to be fixed. So, we'll be right. Trace says 18-12 to England. All right. Hopefully just a win. At least those two bowls are starting to fill up now. Thank God it was looking a bit bare. 9 minutes to go. Maybe they're still trying to get people in the stadium. I don't know. But yeah, that top tier looking a bit empty. It's not great. What do you think of the England squad? Quite confused with some of the players, to be honest. I think my initial response is because I wanted certain players in there that just weren't. Some players do feel slightly underwhelming, but I think overall it's a good squad. I trust the guys that we've got, even though I'm not like absolutely mad about them. I still think Havard was one that I was a bit underwhelmed about, but I still trust him. Bateman's one that I think we're all underwhelmed about, but you got to keep in mind, defensively, he is very reliable. Like, I remember when Warrington signed Bateman last year, I looked at the stats that he had compared to our other back rowers. I'm pretty sure he was the highest for offloads and best for tackle efficiency. I'm pretty sure. So, he's got parts to his game. Maybe he's not a flashy player. I've not seen him do much offensively for a while. But defensively, I think you can always kind of trust Bateman to show up. But the overall squad, I think, is full of hard workers, reliable players, not always flashy, but will do a job. And if Wayne trusts him, Wayne's a good coach. And if you can get the best out of him, then great. There's no class kicker. Harry Smith's game will be missed. I agree. That was my concern. Just because Smith's, I think he's got more variety with his long-range kicking game. But I do think Mikey Lewis has massively stepped up his kicking game, especially towards this in the second half of this year in Super League. Because a lot of the first half was just getting the territory. Oh, do we need to do this now? Do we need to do this now? Luke, I can't take your call. I'm sorry. But yeah, the second half of the season, Mikey Lewis, the first half of the season, Hull KR were dominating through the middle so much that he was kicking from opposition 40 in the halfway line nearly every time towards the back left. And that was it. Not much variety. They didn't have to be, that varied in the kicking, but it was a lot of the same stuff. But people started to either figure out what KR was trying to do or match him through the middle, and therefore he had to vary his kicking a little bit and improved as the year went on. So I think he's going to be... I think he's going to be all right with his kicking. I think he'll be fine. Good luck to England. Well, thank you, Diggs. Thank you kindly. And about 6 minutes to go. England boys on the way out. Go on, lads. Come on. Still a lot of people trying to walk into the stadium at the moment. I went to the Challenge Cup final last year, and I was pushing it. I did get on the wrong train at one point. That was when I was in London. I was on the tube and stuff. And I got into the stadium, or got into my seat midway through the minute silence for, I think it was for Rob Burrow. So I got in at that point, right before kickoff. I'm not nervous yet, but I will be. I know I will be more nervous in a bit. Bear with me, folks. All right. Hello, Alex. Been a little while since I've seen you. Well, it feels like that anyway. Good to see you, sir. So we've got the Australian national anthem. I don't know the name of the anthem. If you want it to be Land on Under, you know, we could play it. We can all jam out to that. 46 votes at the moment. 61% say Australia's going to win. What we have for subs? 13,283. Thank you very much for subscribing. Can we get to 13.3k by the end of this one? 17 more subs, maybe more. All right. Well, if that's how you want to sing it, Alex, you go for it. Go for it, lad. Okay. Well, there's the Australian anthem done. Hey! Save our gracious King. Long live our noble King. Long live the King. Send him victorious, right? Happy, and, if possible, glorious. You know, long to reign over us. God save the King. And there you go. Have another. Come on, boys. Let's go. So if you've not voted on the poll, get your final votes in real quick. 49%, or 49 votes, sorry, 63% say Australia's going to win. If you could leave a thumbs up on the live stream, helps it to get out there to more people. Follow me on TikTok, all socials in the description, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much. I'll try not to do too many plugs throughout the thing. And any business-related shenanigans, there's an email in the description as well, if needed. Okay. I'll do the run through the team list, but I'll start with Australia first. So, for Australia, in the backs they have Walsh, Nwangani-Tawaze, Staggs, Shibasaki, Adokar, Munster, and Cleary. The forwards include Carrigan, Grant, Farsu Malawi, Crichton, Young, and Yo. The bench is Dearden, Collins, Cotter, and Kalamatangi. 18th man is best. For England, in the backs we have Wellesby, Young, Farnworth, Wardle, Johnstone, Williams, and Lewis. The forwards include Havard, Clark, Lees, Bateman, Pearce-Paul, and Knowles. The bench is Lytton, Walmsley, Trout, and McMeekin. 18th man is Brimson. Come on, England. Let's go, boys. Let's go. No Smith. Nope, not in the squad. Smiles on the face of Reece Walsh. Could be devastating today. Can we shut him down? Defensive line speed is going to have to be good. Our scramble, our shifting needs to be quick. Needs to be connected as a unit. The English lads in a group. Final chat before we get started. Need Mikey Lewis to run the game. Okay. I thought Smith was the right call. Doesn't mean that I thought Mikey Lewis was the wrong call necessarily. Just a little bit more trust in a kicking game from Harry Smith. But Mikey Lewis has been better as the year's gone on with his kicking. Can he run the game on this stage? Can he do it? That's the important thing. His run game's going to be huge, so we shall see. Liam Moore, the referee. Jack Smith is video referee. Liam Moore, everyone's favourite. Okay. England will be the ones to kick off to Australia. I'm going to end this poll. 64% say Australia is going to win. All right. Here we go, boys. We're underway. It begins. England kick to Australia. Tino Fa'asuamaleaui with the first carry of the game. Get stuck in, lads. Come on. 4 defenders in the tackle, bringing him down just over the 10. Let's go, boys. Next carry, Angus Crichton. 15 metres out from his own try line. Restrict those metres, boys. Harry Grant with a scoot. Mikey Lewis is pushed off. Clark brings him down, but a help there from... Didn't quite see who that was then. That was Matty Lees. Next carry down the left edge from Patrick Carrigan. Straight into Bateman. He falls over, but Havard there to help him out defensively. Grant with a scoop. Then hands it off to Isaiah Yeo, taking it over the 40. Last tackle coming up for Australia with 45 seconds gone. Up towards halfway. So not bad for an opening set there from Australia. Good meters. Cleary on the last. Kicks towards the post. Just right of it. Johnstone collects. And carries it straight up towards the 20. Tino Fa'asuamaleaui, Patrick Carrigan, Cameron Munster in the tackle, trying to push him back a little bit. That's a minute gone. England in possession. Dominic Young with his first carry of the day. Taking it over the 20 and a few extra metres as well. Darryl Clark waiting at 9. And now with Jake Wardle left as centre field, just over the 30. 3 tackles to go in this set. Darryl Clark down the left edge now with Kai Pearce-Paul. Had a tricky year with the Knights in the NRL, but hopefully he goes well in this one. In centre field now with Mikey Lewis. There's a switch back to Ethan Havard. Settles in centre field up towards halfway, so both made it to about the same territory. And the last tackle now left to Mikey Lewis. Kicks down the left edge. And it's collected on the try line by Martin Awangani-Tawaze, who returns it over the 10 with some extra metres. He's going to be tricky for Johnstone today. He's going to be very tricky in aerial duels, but we'll see how he gets on. Katoni Staggs with his first touch of the ball, taking it over the 20 for Australia, over on the right edge of the field. Harry Grant, now Josh Addo-Carr, getting a touch as well up towards the 30. Third tackle for the Aussies. In centre field, Grant goes left to Tino. Pumping his legs, he's stopped on the 40. 2 tackles to go, 2.5 minutes gone. Grant, right to Yeo. Does he want to spread the ball? No, just straightens up for the carry. Last tackle up towards halfway, so nobody's really gone into either team's territory just yet. Left to Munster. Kicks on the last. In centre field. Wellsby underneath it. Cutting towards the left-hand side. Bit of room to run for England possibly. Johnstone over the 20. Brought down by Staggs and Young. Over on the left edge of the field. Now with Jake Wardle smashed into by Tino Fa'asuamaleaui. And then drops onto him. Mikey Lewis. Now Dominic Young. Good stuff, Dom. See, Dom's got a big body, so I want him to make sure that his carries are actually straight up. Because a lot of the times when he returns the ball, he's just cutting back towards the middle, trying to get around players because he's quick. He thinks it's always going to work. No. Straighten up. Take the carry. Make the meters. You've got a big body. Use it. Last tackle for England. Just short of halfway. Right to George Williams. I don't really want Williams to do much of the kicking today. And that's why, because it goes straight into the hands of Addo-Carr, landing on the 20. Yeah, moving on. Shibasaki in possession up towards the 30. Munster. Now with Nawangani-Tawaze. Just over the 30. Approaching 4 minutes. Plenty of energy from both sides. Crichton down the left edge of the field. Bateman, Williams, Lees getting involved in the tackle. 4 minutes gone. Fourth tackle. Grant with a scoop. Up towards halfway, shifting it right to Cleary. Bit of space possibly. He pops it up to Young. He might have lost the ball there. And he has lost it. Harry Grant trying to get a hold of Mikey Lewis. Lay off him, Harry. Or I'll drive down there and sort you out, son. Oh, you be careful. There's a mistake from Hudson Young in centre field. Let's have a look at this. Fair enough. Fair enough. So mistake from Australia inside the middle third. Well, onto England's 40. So a scrum for England on their own 40. Not a bad place to start a set, is it? Not bad. So Michael Lewis will feed the ball into the scrum, out the back to Clark. He goes right to Farnworth. And that's his first touch, actually. If you could only take 2 players from each side for Warrington, who would you take? Oh, God, that'll take forever. You mean, for England and Australia? I don't know why I didn't think of that. I thought you meant Super League. I'll think about it. Is with Morgan Knowles, right to Williams, then across to Wellesby. Now Farnworth down the right edge. Steps off his right foot. Shibasaki falls over. England only 30 metres out. 5.5 minutes gone. Williams, back towards the middle now with Knowles. Pops the ball up, and I think it is knocked on by Australia. Or was there a double knock? I think Australia knocked it on first, but I'm not too sure. Kieran, howdy. Good to see you, sir. Welcome back. Let's have a look. So Knowles pops the ball. Oh no, it was touched by Havard first. That's a knock on from England. 6 minutes gone. You're in work. Bloody hell. But you're always missing the quality games like, Wigan versus Lee or Castleford versus Huddersfield. God, you're always missing the absolute classics. Shibasaki up towards the 30. What would this be in Super League, for God's sake, Alex? This would be KR versus Leeds, I think. 6.5 minutes gone. Harry Grant goes right to Carrigan. Takes it up towards the 40. Second tackle. Grant goes left to Yo. Then to Munster. Gets past Lees, but is then stopped by Bateman and Havard. Knowles coming in late. Doesn't mind a hit. Morgan Knowles. 7 minutes gone. Up towards halfway. Down the short side left with Angus Crichton. Knows how to get plenty of offload, so we're going to restrict those today. Last tackle, though, they're up towards our 40. Oh, Kieran. Thank you very much, sir. £5 donation. That is very kind of you. Very kind of you indeed. Oh, we have a fantastic shift, or as good as it can go, I suppose. Well, thank you, sir. That's very kind of you. England in possession on their own 10. 7.5 minutes gone. Darrell Clark goes right to Dom Young. Spins up towards the 20. Bit of room to run. Good effort there, Dom. Good effort. Wants a quick play of the ball. Down the short side right. Williams kicks the ball through. Farnworth there to chase. Good kick there from Williams. Option on the outside to Wellesby. Would have slightly been forwards as well, I think, if that happened. Or if that came off. And that's a knock-on from Australia, I think. 8 minutes gone. Good stuff. Go on, George. Go on. That's why he's in the side. Good lad. Well in, George. That's a great carry from Dom Young. Excellent stuff. I think it was Walsh got a touch on that to defuse the situation. I'm okay with that because I think that if it came off, I think the pass would have been forwards to Wellesby. So I don't want us to get tries where people are complaining and being forwards or offsides or a knock-on or a double movement. I would like to score legitimate tries that the Aussies can't complain about. Oh, it's Isaiah Yo that's going off for HIA. That's a big miss. So that'll be Cotter to 30. Cotter or Kalamatongi? I think Cotter probably. Could always put Dearden there, but at this point, probably not yet. So I'm not sure who's on yet, but I think it's Cotter. Cotter's on at 13. So at the back of the scrum for England on Australia's 40. It's right to Farnworth. He takes it up towards the 30. Over on the right-hand side of the field, Darrell Clark waits at dummy half. Back towards the middle now to Williams. Then to Ethan Havard. Up towards Australia's 20, just a few metres shy. Clark waits right at the post. Left to Knowles. Out the back to Williams. Gets the ball away to Mikey Lewis. Stepping, and it's brought down by Staggs and Young. Just short of the 20. Possible swinging arm there from Hudson Young, but we continue. Pierce Paul takes us inside the red zone. 2 tackles to go. Come on, boys. Let's go. 17 metres out in centre field with Williams. Goes right to Wellesby. Over the top to Young. Bit too much on that from Wellesby, and that finds touch. Nice idea. Nice idea, just got to be cleaner. I think it was half on, but nothing concrete. I like the idea. But there's no need to rush, no need to force it if we don't have to. It's alright. I like the intent. That's okay. Alright, Australia in possession on their own 20. Nwangani Tuaze with the first carry of this set. Just show the arm on Lewis again. Yeah, I want to have another look at that. I'm not too bothered whether we do see it or don't see it again. But Hudson Young with a strong carry down the right edge over the 30. Good meters there. Harry Grant at dummy half. Down the short side right to Staggs over the 40. Still pumping his legs. It's a strong runner, Staggs. But I think Wardle can do a good job in the 1v1. Now in centre field with Patrick Carrigan. Left to Munster. Out the back to Walsh. Sweeping run. Good tackle. Was that Bateman with the tackle? No, it was Williams with the tackle. Good stuff, lad. But up towards England's 40. This is the best territory for Australia so far with 11 minutes and 15 seconds gone. Last tackle for the Aussies. The furthest up the field they've been. In possession, Munster. Now in centre field with Cleary. Kicks right over the post. Johnston underneath it. Goes up. Collects cleanly. And is tackled just over England's own 10. Good take, Tom. Good lad. 11.5 gone. Mikey Lewis waits at dummy half. They're probably thinking, they know Dom Young, he's got the height. They don't want to kick to his side constantly. So just thinking Johnston might be the least reliable. That might just be what they're thinking. Up towards the 30, just shy of it, Dominic Young. Couple good carries here. Clark with a scoop. Hands it off to Knowles, then to Havard. A little bit slow here, but he's got room to run up towards the 40. Decent meters there. 12 minutes gone so far. 2 tackles left. Left to Lewis, then to Wellesby. Trying to step off Cleary, but he gets a hold of him and then gets support from Young and Cotter. Last tackle for England. On halfway, Clark right to Williams. Kicks on the last. And is collected just short of the 20 by Reece Walsh. So that... Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it. Up towards the 30, Munster goes left to Nwangani Tuaze. And we've got Bateman down. Well, there was an incorrect play the ball from Walsh. Bateman's giving it the big one. Why is Williams kicking when Lewis has the distance? Because Lewis was busy doing other stuff. Because, he was involved in either play the ball then or he, just wasn't in the position to receive the ball. It will happen sometimes. I just don't like it when Williams is kicking. There's 12 minutes and 59 seconds on the clock. Been a lot of back and forth at the moment. A lot of energy. Australia are challenging the decision of an incorrect play of the ball. I don't know if they're going to win this one. Let's have a gander. So Walsh puts the ball down. Bateman with a push on the back of the head. Is that enough interference, though? Oh yeah, where's Smith to say, "Are you stupid?" Successful challenge. So challenge successful. So this will be a penalty for Australia. Come on, John. What are you doing, lad? God. So Nathan Cleary with a penalty kick from his own 30. Decent distance, finds touch. And Australia will start a fresh set 45 metres out from England's try line. The tap from Staggs gives it to Cleary. Now with Farsu Malawi. 13 minutes and 15 seconds gone, up towards England's 40. This will be Australia's best attacking chance of the game so far. Cotter with a strong carry down the left-hand side of the field. Second tackle, just short of England's 30. Now with Carrigan, straightens up. Plenty of defenders committed to the tackle there. It's 4. Trying to slow down the ruck. Right to Cleary in centre field. Out the back. It's a good ball to Walsh. Trying to shrug off some defenders, but he's stopped on the 20. Good defence, lads. Keep it going. Grant goes left to Cleary. Then across to Crichton. Down the left edge, cutting back towards the middle. Still going. Might be looking for an offload shortly. Doesn't get one. Pierce-Paul gets him wrapped up. Good stuff, Kai. 14 minutes on the clock. Still on the 20. Last tackle, chip towards the back right. Johnstone goes up, collects it. Good on you, Tom. Good stuff, lad. Takes it up towards the 10. Well done. Good lad. Wellesby, right to Farnworth. Eating up at just a couple metres down the right edge of the field. 14 and a half minutes gone. Williams waiting at dummy half. It's now with Dom Young. Cutting back towards the space behind the ruck. Takes it over the 20. Some good metres on the carries from Young so far. Really good. Williams, right to Bateman. Takes it over the 30 down the right edge of the field. Clark waiting at 9. Back towards the middle with Williams. Then to Knowles. Straightens up towards the 40. Last tackle for England. Darryl Clark. Goes left to Mikey Lewis. Kicks from behind the 40. Drills it low down the left touchline. Bounces a couple times. Pops up nicely for Nwangani Tawaze. And he returns it up towards the 30. It's been held. England dragging him towards the touchline a little bit. Just over 15 minutes gone. It's now with Tony Staggs. Trying to cut around a few. Back towards the middle. Shrugs off Bateman. And he's stopped just short of his own 40. So England trying to slow down the ruck as much as possible here. Definitely committing a lot of men to the tackle. And taking the time to get up. Walsh down the left edge. Across to Adokar. Wayward. And it finds touch. Mistake there from Australia inside the midfield. And they'll gift possession to England on about the halfway line. Nice idea from Walsh. Nice idea. Most informed player in the world right now, you could say. But a mistake there from the young man. And that's 16 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Australia's not had that much great attacking field position. I think the furthest up the field they've been is the 20. Don't think they've really been inside the 20 properly, I don't think. There's a lot of back and forth. A war of attrition, you could say, as of right now. Matty Lees will play this ball 45 metres out from Australia's try line. Havard with the first carry this set, taking it over the 40 and a few extra metres. 16 and a half minutes gone. Clark goes right to Knowles. He then goes right to Lees, and he loses the ball. Right. Well, it is dislodged. Listening from Japan. Well, thank you very much. I don't even know how much that is. That's very kind of you. As always, donations get a trumpet. Whee. Thank you very much for the donation. It is very kind of you. First time I know that somebody from Japan's watching. So, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Tony Staggs with the first carry of this set for Australia. Young with the next carry up towards the 40. Slammed into the ground. Knowles taking his time to get up. Grant left to Farsu Malawi. Only making about 2 metres in total on that play. Third tackle for the Aussies. In centre field with Grant. He goes right to Carrigan. Out the back to Cleary. There's a jam in there from Wardle. Good defence, Jake, lad. Well in. Well in. Grant goes left to Carrigan. Straightens up. Takes a carry inside England territory. 18 minutes gone. Up towards England's 40. Last tackle. Left to Munster. Puts boot to ball. Towards the back left. Dominic Young sizing this one up. So is Addo-Carr. Addo-Carr puts his body in the way. Collects it cleanly and is tackled on the 10. Well positioned there from Addo-Carr. You got to, if you want to contest, you got to go up for it. Well taken from Addo-Carr, getting in the way. Nicely positioning himself. Darrell Clark hands it off to Johnstone. Takes it up towards the 20. Inside England's own territory. Clark again at 9. Right to Farnworth. Munster shooting out the line there. But he gets an offload collected by Williams. Down the right edge of the field now. Up towards the 30. Wellesby waiting at dummy half over on the right edge of the field. Now with Bateman. Over the 30. And a few extra metres as well. 2 tackles to go in this set for England. Down the short side right with Williams. Then to Farnworth. Steps. Bit of room to run up towards halfway. Nice idea. Last tackle for England. And Farnworth is slow to get up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. On the last now in Mikey Lewis. Walk it off, Herbie. You'll be alright. You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Walsh, good return up towards the 30. Look for a quick play of the ball for Munster. Now with Shibasaki. Cutting back towards the right edge of the field. Gets it off to Katoni Staggs. His Broncos teammate. He's stopped by Johnston. Good tackle. Good tackle. Cleary. Now Nwangani-Tuaze up towards the 40. Folks, that is 20 minutes done. First quarter of the game is finished and it still remains 0-0. Interesting stuff. But it's been a decent game so far. Just a lot of back and forth. A few mistakes, but it's to be expected. So Grant with a kick straight from dummy half, looking for the back right. There's a decent kick there. He's been watching Danny Walker, I reckon. Wellesby with a return. He's stopped about 5 or 6 metres out from the try line. Make it 8. Lewis hands it off to Johnston. And he's stopped on the 10. So this could be Australia's chance to suffocate England here inside their own territory. Wardle with the next carry. Now 15 out from the try line. Dominic Young. The carry down the right edge up towards the 20. 2 tackles to go. So great kick from Grant. Williams down the short side right across to Bateman. Stopped just short of the 30. 21 minutes on the clock. Last tackle. Left to Lewis. Kicks from behind the 30. It's going to land on opposition 20. Collected by Nwangani-Tuaze. Good kick there from Lewis. That definitely helped. I'm watching KO versus Cass. And I always thought that Australia looked just like Casford. Addo-Carr with the next carry up towards the 40. 21 and a half minutes on the clock. Short side left to Lindsay Collins. Oh, God, he's going to be a big hitter. Collins had a great year with the Roosters. Great impact player. He was solid off the bench for Queensland as well in State of Origin. Cleary out the back to Walsh. Down the right edge. Launched it across to Nwangani-Tuaze. Trying to get around Johnstone. Chucks it back inside. Possibly forwards. Back inside to Walsh. First points of the day. He's going to go to Australia. I think the offload back inside might have been forwards, but, who gives a shit? And they want to check it for some reason, apparently. Not sure why, but okay. This could be first points for Australia. That's 22 minutes gone. I'm not sure what we're looking at. Certainly ain't forward pass. Right, let's have a look. Is there an obstruction in there, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure how they call those. Because it's just an accident. It looks kind of accidental. This is a tough one to call. I don't know how you call these. Is it accidental contact, Mikey Lewis falls over, or has Young initiated that? I don't know how you call that. Okay, well that's been cleared. Yeah. I think people have seen the replay that the pass inside was forwards. And the grounding is good. Okay, well that's going to be 4-0 for Australia with a kick to come. All right. All right. Well, as long as they do it, you know. Best believe if we won and we scored tries by forward passes and all sorts of shite, best believe we'd never hear the end of it. So, best that they do it. So that's going to be 6-0. Cleary adds the extras from in front of the post. Good point from Graham there. The kick from Harry Grant kind of started that from dummy half. I think it was on the 4th tackle. Getting Johnstone into the corner. We struggled to get out of our own territory. Made some decent meters in the end and a decent kick from Mikey Lewis, but they spread the ball inside the midfield. So we're back underway. Australia in possession just short of their own 20 near the left touchline. Crichton up towards the 20. 23 minutes gone as well. Grant waiting at dummy half. Bit of an entanglement there between Knowles and Crichton. Grant scooting, making a couple meters. About 7 or 8. Stopped just short of the 30. Munster waiting at dummy half. It's right to Carrigan. Takes the carry through centre field over the 30. 2 tackles to go. 23.5 minutes gone in this game. Grant goes left to Collins. Straight into Clark. Over the 40. Last tackle for the Aussies. Over on the left edge of the field. Cleary kicks from behind the 40. Plenty of distance on this one. Collected on the full on the 10 by Tom Johnstone. Back towards the middle. Takes it over the 20. So can England respond? Let's go, boys. Let's go. Wardle with a carry over the 30. Oh. Who scored for Australia? It was Reece Walsh. And Isaiah is done for the day. That's unfortunate. Up towards halfway. Williams up towards the 40. Scans the line. Straight into Munster. Spins. Last tackle coming up. England about 35 metres out. Can we find the corner here? Mikey Lewis under pressure. Gets a kick away. Decent chase there from Farnworth. Adokar collects it. 5 out from the try line. Farnworth possibly taken out there. But Adokar is going to play this 15 out from his own try line. Grant right to Shibasaki. Up towards the 20. McMeekin is now on the field. Farnworth was absolutely taken out off the ball. That's a penalty for England, but we don't get it. What are you doing, Liam? What are you doing? Grant on the 30 goes right to Cleary. Steps behind the ruck. Decent carry. Grant down the right edge with Hudson Young. The ball comes out. I think that's possibly a knock on there from Wardle as a double knock on, but we say play on. 25.5 minutes gone. England in possession 45 metres out. Come on, lads. This is good territory now with a fresh set. Johnstone up towards the 40. And a few extra metres as well. Good carry there, Tom. Clark waiting in centre field. Right to Williams. Engage the line. Pops it across to Bateman. Now about 25 metres out or a little bit over. Second tackle as well. Plenty of tackles to go. Clark waits at 9. Left to Williams. Across to Lewis. Out the back to Wellesby. Then to Wardle. The ball just pops out. Keeps a hold of it though. And he's eventually pushed into touch. Okay. 26 minutes gone. Okay. Need Jake Connor on? I disagree. I don't think... I don't know how much Jake Connor would add to this right now, to be honest. How can he be pushed when everything's grounded? Because he wasn't... Probably because he wasn't touched. Like, it's not necessarily grounded until he's touched and therefore tackled, so... I think that's legitimate. Doesn't look great, but it's legitimate. Shibasaki with a carry down the left edge up towards the 30 and just over it. He's not insta-tackled as soon as you touch him because there's momentum in the tackle. That's what they did was fine. 27 minutes gone. Third tackle. Young with a carry over the 40. Grant, short side right to Cleary. Tries to cut back towards the middle. Big hit there from Knowles coming in as the third man. Lewis and Pierce-Paul getting a hold of him. Grant scooting. Shifting towards the left. Looking for an offload. Gets one to Cotter. He's going to be stopped on halfway. Get the Zen Monk on. Oh, God. Imagine. Can we get Tane Milne on some English eligibility, possibly? Right to Katoni Staggs. Then to Nwangani Tawaze. Break down the right. Support the inside. Chucks it back in. Tipped on from Young to Cleary. Gets an offload. Possibly knocked on by Lees. I think he did get a touch on it. He did. Young goes left to Munster. Nearly high there from Farnworth. Australia in possession, though, with a fresh set of 6. 25 metres out. Left to Walsh. Then left to Shibasaki. Flicks it back inside to Crichton. Loses possession. So 28 minutes gone. I think this will be England ball, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look. So flick on from... Oh, it hits him in the head. Come on, England. We've got to be a little bit... Defensively, I think we've still been okay. But in attacking positions, I think we've just got to be a little bit more settled. Just calm it down a bit. Maybe focus on completing sets a little bit. Just chipping towards the corners. Go for some aerial battles. Dom Young against Adokar, maybe. A couple of those. If the penalty was given on the 5, I was 100% to try it. Well, you never know. We actually have to convert it, that's the thing. 29 minutes gone. Morgan Knowles with the next carry up towards the 20 for England. Lytton is now on the field. Go on, Jez, lad. Lytton, right to McMeekan. Hits the Australian wall. Stopped just short of the 30. 3 tackles to go for England. Lytton, short side right to Bateman. Steps back inside slightly, taking it over the 30. And a few metres shy of the 40. 2 tackles to go. Lytton, scooting. England a few metres shy of the halfway line. Last tackle. Wellesby waiting at dummy half. Out the back to Mikey Lewis. Then across to Williams, engaging the line here. Pops it up to Kai Pierce-Paul, then to Wardle. Bit of room for England. Go on, lads. Wardle, room to run. Oh, he doesn't give the ball, but eventually does. And then it's knocked on from Walsh. Oh, that was close. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wormsley's also on. Go on, big lad. England, 20 metres out. Fresh set of 6. Alex Wormsley. Go on, big man. Go on. Lytton on the 10. In centre field now with Mikey Lewis. Pops it up to McMeekan. Nearly through, a few metres out. Best attacking position of the game. Jez Lytton. In front of the right post goes right to Williams. Then across to Wellesby. Would have been tough to get that ball off, but that could have maybe been something there. Over on the right hand side of the field, Farnworth waiting at dummy half. On his left now to Williams. Then Knowles. Then across to Mikey Lewis. Wayward stuff. That was not clean at all. Wardle. It's wrapped up. 35 out. Oh my God. We've lost so much territory. Pierce-Paul down the left edge, cutting back towards the middle, flicks it onto Lytton. Last tackle, 35 metres out, for God's sake. Knowles goes right to Williams, engages the line up towards the 30, chips the ball towards the back right. Dom Young versus Adokar. And they tackle him a few metres in front of the try line. Right, come on, lads. Suffocate now. Suffocate. Shibasaki on the 10. Back. Push him back. Stop just short of the 10. 31.5 minutes on the clock. Line speed and discipline, lads. Line speed and discipline, please. Grant left to Crichton, up towards his own 20. Nothing silly there. John Bateman, lad. Nothing silly. Grant scooting. Gets an offload to Cotter. Carrigan goes right to Young. Then to Nwangani Tawaze trying to get around Wardle. Flicks it on. Knocked on by Staggs over on the right touch line. They turn over the ball in good territory. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Come on, lads. Another fresh set right in front of the try line. Come on. Let's be cleaner this time, boys. So close. A great bit of movement before. Wardle. Well read by Walsh to deal with that situation. Well read. So we'll start a fresh set 35 metres out from the try line. Possession, 57% to Australia, 43% to England. They've definitely had more run meters as well. But in terms of territory, I think we've done a decent job here trying to either restrict them or at least get ourselves up the field. I think we've done all right. So 30 metres out, Walmsley with a carry through centre field, taking it just over the 30. Six again for England. It's then ripped out by Harry Grant. Grant, what are you doing? Just let go of the ball. 7 minutes to go. 33 minutes on the clock. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so there's a tap from Lewis. Hands it off to McMeekan. And he stopped just short of the 20. Lytton looks right, then goes left. Runs himself. Bit of a spin. Good meters. About 15 metres out now, England. Knowles waiting at dummy half. Right to Williams. Then across to Wellesby. Under pressure from Munster. The passing wasn't great there. Well, good defence from Munster. England 20 metres out. Second tackle. Williams in centre field. Right to Walmsley. Dragging a few defenders up towards the 10. 2 tackles to go for England. Come on, lads. Lytton. Left to Williams. Kicks the ball through. Chase from Pearce-Paul. Cleary pushes the ball over the dead ball line. And it'll be a goal line dropout. Australia do like to go short. So a lot of NRL teams do like to go short on dropouts. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went for a short one here. Well, good pressure there. Good kick there from George Williams. He has got a great short range kicking game. One of the best in the league. Cleary reads that nicely. Pushed it over the dead ball line. Good pressure from Knowles. Kai Pearce-Paul as well. Good stuff. Getting a repeat set. Will they go long? Looks like they're going to go short here, actually. To Nwangani Tawaze's side. Understandable, to be fair. Short dropout. Looks like it's going to make the 10. Nwangani Tawaze bats it backwards. Collected by Knowles. What's the call? Knock on from England, apparently. Okay. Great. Let's have a look. Do we want to challenge this? Yeah, it was off Johnston. Fair enough. So there's 5 minutes to go in the first half. Australia will have a scrum on their own 10. About to feed the ball in a second. Nathan Cleary. Finally back underway. Feeds it in. Left to Shibasaki. And he carries up towards the 20. Got about 4.5 minutes to go, or just less. All these stoppages taking the sting out of the game? A little bit. A little bit. Australia 25 out from their own try line. Crichton nearly losing possession there. It's now with Carrigan. Hands it off to Cotter. Decent carry there, good meters, just shy of the 40. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Grant goes left to Munster. Fakes the ball to Collins and just takes the carry himself. He's a few metres shy of halfway. 2 tackles left in this set for the Aussies. Bit of an entanglement in the ruck there. A scoop from Grant, bit of space behind the ruck. Good carry up towards England's 40. And it's now the last tackle for Australia. Munster chips towards the back left from the 30, coming down on the 10. Dom Young goes up, maybe hit by Adokar, collected by Walsh, flicks it on. Surely that's forward by a mile. Are we checking this? Okay, so we're going to video ref for this one to check no try. I reckon somewhere in here we're going to get some bullshit, even though it was a clear forward pass again, but okay. Alright. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. So a kick from Munster from the 30. Everyone's a mile onside. That's all fine. So Dom Young goes up. Does Adokar have eyes on the ball? He just collides into him. I think that's fine as a penalty. Plus, the flick on from Walsh, I'm pretty sure, was forwards anyway, so yeah, that's fine. And that is going to be no try. So this would be penalty for England then? I guess so. So Mikey Lewis will kick from England's own 10. Get some good meters here, Mikey. If we can change the tide of... yeah, that's a mile forward, that flick on anyway, so that's fine. Good penalty. We'll start a fresh set from our own 30. Can we change field position in these last 3 minutes? And get one final attacking set? We'll see. Bateman stopped just short of the 40. Over on the right edge of the field. Lytton. Now with Williams, then to Wormsley. Just over the 40. Lytton. Left to Lewis. Then out the back to Williams. Engages the line. Pops up to Wardle. Then to Johnstone. Probably forward. Kicks the ball towards the post. Lewis is chasing. Go on, Mikey. Go on, Mikey. Oh, just over the dead ball line. Good effort. Good effort. Probably forward at the end there from Wardle. Oh, that was so close. So close. Good effort. 2 minutes to go. Australia with a 7-tackle set. Cotter takes it up towards his own 30 and a few metres over it. Good carry there from Ruben Cotter. Harry Grant. Right to Hudson Young over the 40. Australia, by the end of this set, could be in good field position here because they're already basically up towards halfway and they've still got 4 tackles to go. Collins takes it just inside England territory. 1.5 minutes to go in this first half. Grant switches back to Cleary. Nearly wrapped up by Knowles. Can he get an offload? Trying to get one. Gets one to Carrigan. Jez Lytton couldn't get a hold of him. He gets an offload to Walsh. And a penalty for Australia here. Somebody taking it off the ball. Australia probably could go for 2 here. It'd be the smart move, really, to go for 2. And Australia will go for 2. So, yeah, they'll run down the clock with a minute to go. Let's have a look at this. Yeah. I've seen worse, but yeah, he was tackled without it, so it's not great. So this could be 8-0 to Australia in a second. Just waiting on this penalty conversion from Nathan Cleary. It is basically in centre field. Slightly to the... Well, you know, it is centre field. About 30 metres out. He should get this one. Should be alright. Cleary to make it a 2-score game. Hooter's going to sound in a few seconds' time. Oh, the clock's actually stopped with 3 seconds to go. Nathan Cleary. Eyes up the post. To make it 8-0. The kick is good. And the hooter sounds. Right, folks, that's going to be half time. Okay, 8-0 at half time. You know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. I think in the grind, we've done all right. We've restricted meters fairly well. It's not been perfect, but it's fairly well. I was literally about to talk about what Williams was talking about there. Being a bit more patient in attacking positions. Don't worry about forcing it too much. Just get to the end of the set. Maybe just kick towards a corner. Go for a contest between Adokar and Young. But I've liked our defence. Offensively, we've created some chances. We look fairly dangerous. Just a few moments where, execution's a bit off. Some wayward passes. Maybe rushing it a little bit too much. But we're in this. I think we're in this. Just got to clean things up. At least we've got some excuse in the back pocket with the first try. We'll bring those out later if and when we need to, of course. Yeah, Australia have been a little bit more free-flowing, connected a little bit better when moving the ball inside the midfield. With that pace. The ball's out the back. They've got the best spine in the world of rugby league, so understandable. It's been okay. It's okay. I'm just hoping we would have scored some points by now, just to not have like a mental block. I'll put up a poll for the second half. Alright, so I'll put a poll up. Who do you think is going to win? Australia do lead 8-0 at half time. Who do you think's got this one? Leave a vote on there. If you guys have an exact score prediction you think from this point on, let me know what you're thinking. What are we at for subs? 13,292. Thank you very much, folks. 8 away from 13.3k. Very close. Patience is the very common word at the moment, which I do agree. We just need to be a bit more patient, not rush it as much in the middle of sets. But I'm okay with this. We're sticking to a process. We're not trying to be too wild or too crazy with what we're doing. Still relatively simple, but it's a bit wayward at times. If officials weren't blind, we'd have a chance to win. Well, as much as that is true, on, well, some occasions, not every occasion, but some occasions. At the very least, I do think we could be better. It's not just the officials. We could be better than what we've put out so far. It's still okay. But unfortunately, you can't really fix what the refs has done, but we can at least fix what we've done. Do they not give forward passes in the NRL? Well, sometimes they do. But I don't know who the touch judges are. I don't know if they're English or what. Or whatever, so I don't know. What I'm at least happy with in that first half is that we are competing with Australia. We are staying in range. We're in, we're with them. We're there. You remove a try that has a clear forward pass in there, it's 2-0. But the Aussies had looked slightly more dangerous anyway. I'm not nervous yet. I was slightly nervous at the start of the game, but I just know towards the back end, if it's close, I'm going to get nervous. I just know. Not as bad as you thought it would be. Well, it's been all right. It's been okay. I think defensively England's been okay. If we can restrict the meters a little bit more, that'd be great. If we can find a way to not get pinned back inside our own territory as much, I don't think we've been pinned back that much to begin with, but if we can reduce it at least a little bit more, we're not having to kick from our own 30. I think Lewis's kicking has been... It's been alright. It's been alright. But I'd like him to be able to kick from at least the 40, if not the halfway line, or opposition 40. But there's a good platform to work from. Some good stuff. Just, again, patience is the word at the moment. The word of the day so far. Maybe a couple 40-20 attempts. Wouldn't mind if we just went for it. It's not always on. They're difficult to do, obviously. Oh yeah, good point from John Wilkin there. We have actually shown that we can open them up, which is a good thing. Down that left edge, Wardle nearly with a chance. Not too sure what happened there, whether he second-guessed himself, but Reece Walsh shut it down. But we have been able to open them up, put them under a bit of pressure. So, it's a good sign. But if we can be a bit cleaner, I think there's been a few too many errors for my liking. There's not been that many, from what I can tell. See if the stats are up there, actually. Team stats. So, more possession for Australia, more time in possession. Completion rate 72%, 13 out of 18 from both apparently. I think it's on us to be cleaner. I think 13 out of 18, 72% is not good enough. Australia sometimes can get away with it because they can make more meters per set. They can spread the ball a little bit cleaner inside the midfield, but we have to be cleaner in possession. But at least we're matching them. 2 line breaks each, that's good. Post-contact meters, more for Australia, but they've also had more run meters and more runs in total. Tackle breaks, Australia with 20, 16 for England. Average set distance, 10 more meters for Australia per set. Average play the ball speed, 3.4 seconds for England, 4 seconds for Australia. So quicker play the balls for England. 5 offloads for England to Australia's 6. 11 kicks from England, 9 for Australia. More kicking meters from England as well. 1 forced dropout from England. Tackle efficiency is about the same, slightly better for England by a few decimals. England about to make some more tackles as well. 6 errors to England, 7 to Australia. 2 penalties each as well. So yeah, 6 errors in one half is not great. That does need cleaning up. But it's an alright start. We just got to find somebody points if we can. That would be great. I'm 5 subs away from 13.3k followers. Thank you very much, folks. Let's have a look at the poll. 46 votes. 72% say Australia's going to win from this point. Okay. And that's 28% say England's going to win from this point. My exact score prediction the other day for the predictions video was 30 points to 16. I'd be surprised if either side got 30 points. Darren Lockyer with the interview. I tell you what, folks. London Broncos. I'm not a fan of the new logo. I'll just put that out there. I don't think it looks that good. Okay? I'm not a fan. I think the proportion, like the sort of height and the width of the horse, the Bronco, I don't think looks that good. I don't think there's enough detail in it. I'm not a fan of the logo. Okay? But I think their branding looks really good. And I've got a good feeling about London for next year. I think their attendance might be really good. The branding looks great. And I think for 2027, if they can get into Super League, maybe they just come in as a 15th team. You never know. I think there's good signs for London. Good signs for London indeed. Need better line speed. Need to stop giving them 10 metres per run. Yeah, good point. Good point. A couple of times where Grant scooting, finding an easy 10. Keep the faith in D. Tracy. Yeah, line speed could be a bit quicker, but I'm still okay with the defensive work that we're putting in. I think if we can unlock that London crowd, like if it gets to a point where London Broncos are a massive club that get like somewhere between 10 to 20,000 in attendance for their games, it will grow the sport in the rest of the country. Because if the game is really popular in London, it will spread. Because if people see that London's starting to give a shit about league, others will be like, oh well, it now has some presence in the south. We can win, but we need to take more chances and a few less mistakes. I agree. London is no good for Rugby League. I disagree. I firmly disagree. I think we need to spread the game more. I think we keep talking about... people keep mentioning we've tried London and it doesn't work. Well, I don't think London's ever looked the way it has done now. The way that the London Broncos have this level of excitement, I don't think it's ever been like this before. With these kind of people involved, this kind of investment, the sport will not grow if we stick to our corridor. It will not grow. I'm 99.9% confident about that. But if we can grow the game in London and grow it in other parts of the country, it will grow. Right, Australia's coming back out first. But yeah, we have to grow the game around the country. I think there needs to be more focus on the UK, or at least Great Britain, as opposed to France. In Scotland and North East, yeah, I mean, if we can grow the game in Scotland, in the North East, in Wales as well, great. But at least the rest of England would be a good start. England coming out. Come on, England, indeed. Come on, England. Hey. Go on, George. Come on, lads. Second half's about to get underway in a second. Let's go, boys. It might be tough just to get the one try, so that penalty could be huge. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second half, we're back underway. Here we go. Come on, lads. Walsh with the kickoff. Collected by Johnston. Hands it off to Walmsley. Oof, strong hit, taking it over the 10. So back underway. Here we go, lads. 15 out from our own try line. Johnstone with the next carry. Up towards the 20. In centre field, Lytton waits at dummy half. It's right to McMeekan. A few metres shy of the 30. Lytton left to Knoll. Switches back to Walmsley. Stop just short of the 40. 2 tackles to go. There's a kick there from Lytton from behind the 40. Hang on a minute. Does he have the bounce? Not quite, but Walsh tucked away in the corner at the moment. Cutting back towards the middle. Gets past Mikey Lewis. Over the 10. Through the line. Over the 40. Halfway. Dom Young is chasing. Back inside to Adokar. Clipped by his ankles from Herbie Farnworth up towards our 20. Oh, God. He was tucked away in the corner and now they're on our 20. Oh, my God. With a minute gone in the second half. Munster. Near the right edge. Nearly through. Stopped on the 10. Come on, lads. Grant. Left to Collins. Straightens up. Jesus Christ. Okay. In centre field, Grant. A few metres out, goes right to Young. Flicks it back onto Grant. Looking for a gap. Back off to Young. Hold him up. Hold him up. Good lad. Good job, lads. Well done, Wellesby. 1 minute 45 gone. Nearly a try there for Australia. Good job. Really good job. Over on the right edge of the field. 2 minutes gone in the second half. It's with Carrigan in centre field. Pops up to Cotter. Now about 5 metres out left of the post. Is this the last tackle? Grant. Right to Cleary. Chips towards the back right. Johnstone under pressure against Nwangani Tawaze. He goes up. God, he's so good in the air. I think he loses it. Collected by Johnstone. It's going to be a play the ball for England on the 10. Nwangani Tawaze is so good in the air. He's ridiculously good. Johnstone with the first carry. Stopped on the 10. Lytton waiting at dummy half. 2 minutes, 45 seconds gone in the second half so far. Walmsley brought down just short of the 20. Second tackle, Lytton. Now Farnworth. Over the 20 and some extra metres. 3 minutes gone. Third tackle, Lytton. Left to McMeekin. Over the 30. If we can make some more metres per set, that would be fantastic. Lytton. Now in Knowles. Right to Williams. Engages the line. Takes it over the 40. Last tackle coming up for England. Lytton. Out the back to Mikey Lewis. Kicks from the 40. Drills it low. Looking for touch. And goes out near the 30. It's not a great kick, actually. It's not great. I mean, slows the game down a bit, but it's not a great kick. It's a great break from Walsh. Good step off his left foot. The thing is with Walsh, his acceleration is insane, but his top speed, I think, is lacking. Like, he can get off the mark like no other, but his top speed maybe isn't the best. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Australia in possession on their own 40. Grant waits at dummy half. In centre field. Left to Cotter. Bobbles it. Just keeps a hold of it, though. Making a few metres there. Grant goes right to Munster. Then to Cleary. Pops it up to Young. Stopped on halfway. Could have been a potential break there. Plays it for Grant. Right to centre field. Now in Munster. Left to Cotter. Stopped on England's 40. Last tackle for the Aussies. Grant left to Munster again. Then to Crichton. Room to run. Support on the inside. I think Wellesby is just going to have to kind of let him go through, unfortunately. Oh, God. And we're checking what exactly? Try giving on field. Video ref will check. That was too easy. That was so easy. They were checking grounding. Grounding is fine. This will be 12-0. We get Reece Walsh in the corner, and then one of the best positions we've put them in, and off the back of it, he gets a break. So typical. I need to see this again. 5 minutes gone in the second half. That looked too easy. I've got to see this again. So it was left to Munster, then to Crichton. Against Walmsley. Both big men, but Crichton's definitely more agile. Just steps and then... Wellesby probably didn't read exactly where he was. $12-0 with a kick to come. Cleary's not missing this. We kind of need him to, but he's probably not missing it. Cleary steps up with 6 minutes gone in the second half, and the kick is good. That is 14-0. I'm not sure if we've got 14 points in us, to be honest. Maybe we've got 12 at a push. Maybe. But can we score again? I don't know. Still plenty of time. You never know. You never know. Okay, back underway. Lindsay Collins with a carry over the 10. Smashes into Mike McMeekin. Stopped just over the 10. Right, come on, England. Can we just pin them back a little bit, please? That would be fantastic. Crichton, the try scorer. Grant goes right to Cotter. And a reminder for those that Yo failed the HIA earlier in the game, so he's been done since early in the first half. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Grant up towards the 40, picked up by Pierce Paul, slammed into the ground. I wouldn't say shit, Cameron, but I'd say not great at the moment. A kick on the last, bounces on the 20, collected by Wellesby. Returns it over the 20, up towards the 30. And he's dragged back a couple metres. 7.5 minutes gone in the second half. England lost the ball backwards. And it's a fresh set of 6. Wardle. Was going to wait at dummy half, and now it's Wellesby. Johnston taking it over the 20. Williams waiting at 9. We have to replay this ball. Dom Young with a carry over the 30. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Lytton waits at dummy half. Short side right to Williams. Pops it up to Bateman. Over the 40. We've not seen Trout yet. Trout, Dearden and Kolomatongi are the only players we've not seen. It's left to Lewis. Bit of room down the left here. Up towards Australia's 40. 2 tackles to go. Wardle. Right to Pierce Paul. He's on the 40. Gets an offload to McMeekin. Then to Knowles. Now Wellesby. Can he get an offload? Yes, he can to Herbie Farnworth. Across to Dom Young. Space down the right. Trying to get around Shibasaki. Chucks it back inside straight into the face of Reece Walsh. Okay. Good effort. Good effort. Good defence there from Shibasaki. I understand Dom Young trying to chuck it back inside. Probably thought he was going to go into touch. But that's okay. That's okay. The thing is, as much as I wanted patience before, I don't think we actually have the luxury of patience that much now. Like, we're still going to be clean in possession. But I think it's going to get to the point in about 5 or 10 minutes where we've got to actually start moving the ball around inside the midfield. Like, we've got to actually have a go at them. Well, we'll see. Stags with a carry. Down the right edge. Takes it just over the 20 for Australia. Grant. Now with Young. In centre field. Left to Carrigan. Then to Munster. Switching back to Crichton. Good meters. Was that Trout then? Go on, Owen. Up towards their own 40. In centre field with Carrigan. Pops up to Lindsay Collins. Pierce Paul. Knowles. And Lytton in the tackle. Australia just short of the halfway line. Right to Cleary. Engage the line. Pops it across to Young. Stopped just short of England's 40. Last tackle. Grant. Now Walsh. Plenty of height on this one. Coming down on the 20. Wellesby takes it cleanly. And he's wrapped up by plenty of defenders. Mikey Lewis on his left to Johnstone. Hits a wall and is pushed back a little bit. Wellesby scooting from dummy half up towards the 30. Gets it off to Young under pressure. Then to Farnworth. He gets an offload to Trout. Over the 30 and a few extra metres. Good carry there from Trout. Go on, lad. Go on. 51 minutes gone. Second tackle for England. 40-20 attempt from Lytton. Go on, lad. 40-20 Jez Lytton. Good lad. Good lad. Good on you. Good on you. Good job. Let's get some points now, boys. Points. That's what we want. Owen Trout with a carry through centre field. England about 16 metres out. 51.5 minutes on the clock. Lytton fakes left and goes right to Williams. Out the back to Wellesby. Farnworth. He's stopped about 7 or 8 metres out near the right touchline. Come on. Let's go. Wellesby. Back towards the middle now with Williams. Switches back to Trout. Straightens up. And he's stopped 11 metres out in centre field. Lytton. Left to Williams, engages the line, steps, straightens up, and the ball comes loose. Oh, for God's sake. Picked up by Walsh over the 20, now the 30, slides, falls on the 40. Bateman gets on him, oh, for God's sake. Munster on the 40. Walsh is looking a bit uncomfortable at the moment, but I think he's alright. Oh my God. On halfway with Munster. Grant right to Kian Kalamatangi, who's finally on the field. Just waiting on Dearden. Last guy to enter the field. On England's 40. We had such good territory again. On the 30, Cleary plays it for Grant. He goes left to Cotter. Now Munster. He's not sure where to go. He's wrapped up by McMeekan. Knowles is there to help out. 53 minutes on the clock. 2 tackles to go. Grant scoots down the short side right. Chips and chases. Wellesby's there to push it over the dead ball line. Just go short. Actually, do I want us to go short? I don't know. England had a chance to put them under pressure. There was a knock-on from Williams after contact in centre field, about 5 metres out. Walsh had room to run off the back of it. 53.5 minutes gone. Australia get up the other end of the field. And now it's a goal line dropout. Looks like we're going to go short here with Mikey Lewis. We are going short. And we don't even make the 10. It bounces. It eventually makes the 10 and we recover it. Okay. So it bounced inside the 10, bounced over the 10, and Dom Young was there to collect. Thank God for that. Farnworth with the first carry. There's not been that many penalties or that many 6-agains, which is a good thing, I suppose. Farnworth not happy with Cam Munster. So there was an arm around the neck of Farnworth. Farnworth was not happy with the arm around the neck. I think we're just going to play on. So back underway on the 20. It's with Trout. Stopped on the 20. Hits the wall. Doesn't really get anywhere further. They're tearing us apart a little bit. It's not... I don't think it's a crazy difference, but a little bit. Williams down the left edge, then to Wardle. Trying to get around Staggs, but it's good defence there. Nearly in touch. Plays it for Johnstone. It's now with Pierce Paul. Pumping his legs up towards the 40. Last tackle now for England. Lytton waits at dummy half. Now with Mikey Lewis. Hits the belly of the ball. Bounces on the 30. Now to the 20. Collected by Josh Addo-Carr. And he returns it over the 30 for Australia. Got to get a leg up somewhere. Either finding more metres, restricting metres, shifting the ball a bit more inside the midfield. I think in 5 minutes' time we'll hit the hour mark. And at that point, that's when we're going to start having a go. Having a proper go. Australia just short of halfway. Harry Grant at dummy half goes right to Tom Dearden. There he is, finally on the field. So that's everyone has finally been used. Staggs with a strong run down the right edge. Stopped on England's 40. Gets an offload to Young. And he's now stopped on England's 30. 2 tackles to go. Grant left to Cleary. Out the back to Munster. Then to Walsh. Cross to Shibasaki. And he's stopped on the 10. Last tackle for Australia. 56 minutes on the clock. Addo-Carr is going to go himself. Good tackle, George. Good tackle. Oh my God. And it's a 6 again for markers not square. Okay. Australia 10 metres out. Harry Grant, now Dearden, across to Kalamatangi, flicks it on to Cleary. Shrugs off one, gets an offload, but that's forwards or a knock-on. Thank God for that. Hey. Knowles affecting that pass there. Good job, Morgan. So this will be a scrum for England on their own 10. 57 minutes on the clock. And I've hit 13.3k subs. Thank you very much for that. Mercy. First guy from Wardle makes a metre off the back of the scrum. Next guy from Johnstone, making a few more. Stops just short of the 20. Lytton waiting at dummy half. 57.5 minutes gone. Left to Pierce Paul. Cleary shoots out the defensive line. And he's stopped on the 20. So Australia restricted metres again. Are we going to go for a spread of the ball here? Wellesby, then to Farnworth. Over the 30 and a few extra metres. Will England get a try? That's tough to answer. I think yes. Maybe one. I don't know about two. Wellesby plays for Lytton. Left to Lewis. Under pressure. Gets a kick away from the 40. 58 minutes on the clock. Nwangani Tawaze underneath it. Collects it cleanly. He takes it over the 20. And he's going to play this a few metres shy of his own 30. Cleary waiting at 9. Right to Staggs. Up towards the 30. We need a second win from somewhere here. Grant. Now Kalamatangi. Up towards the 40. Decent carry there. A third tackle. Grant left to Dearden. Pops it across to Cotter. Stopped on halfway. 2 tackles to go. Left to Munster. Out the back to Walsh. Then to Shibasaki. Look for an offload. Gets one to Adokar, but he knocks on. That's alright. We turn over the ball for England in decent territory. Let's get up the field, lads. Let's finish this set inside the red zone, please. If you don't mind. Right, come on. Let's find some points, lads. Australia have had more errors, but they can at least get away with it because they're restricting meters a lot better than we are, and they're making more meters per set. So it's a scrum for England. 35 out from their own try line. Williams engages the line. He takes it over the 40. Nearly an hour gone in this game. Plays it for Wellesby. Now with Johnstone. Oh, sorry, that's Matty Lees, actually. Well done, me. 2 very different positions. Up towards halfway. So England in good field position right now. Williams down the left edge. Pops up to Pierce Paul. That is definitely forwards, but it's not called. And a 6 again for England. It is with Matty Lees. Spins, and that is an hour gone. Less than 30 metres out. Lytton looks left and goes right to Knowles. Now with Lewis under pressure from Munster. Come on, lads. Come on. 25 out. Lytton scoots. Look for space behind the ruck. Does slip over. He's clipped by the heels there. Third tackle. Short side left to Williams. Engages the line. Pops it up to Pierce Paul. Steps. Look for an offload. Doesn't quite get one. England about 7 metres out. Lytton. Right to Knowles. Then to Wellesby. Across to Farnworth. Stepping back inside. And this will be last tackle. About 12 metres out. Right at the post. Now with Mikey Lewis. Chipping the ball towards the left-hand side. Not great. Wardle bats it backwards. Pierce Paul. Then to Johnstone. Kicks through. Chases. Collected by Nwangani Tawaze. Get him into touch, please, Jake. Oh, for God's sake. Up towards the 30. The kick from Lewis to the corner wasn't great. Australia up towards the 40, near the right touchline. No one need to worry, we'll play this for Grant. 61.5 minutes gone. Kalamatangi with the next carry. Stopped just short of halfway. 2 tackles to go in this set for the Aussies. It is now with Cleary in centre field. Left to Cotter. Spins inside England territory up towards England's 40. Last tackle. Right to Cleary on the last. Plenty of height on this one towards the back right. Collected just in front of the try line by Johnstone. That is beautifully placed from Nathan Cleary. And he stops on the 10. Still England players tracking back to get onside here. 62 minutes on the clock. I think the next set for Australia could be in good field position. Unless we can get up the field. Wardle down the left edge over the 20. Litton now with Lewis. Good carry there over the 30. Good point. Good point. Is this a 40-20 attempt? Again, distance is good, angle not quite. Walsh has it on the try line. Now towards the 10. Can we pin them back? We've got to. Big hit. Come on, lads. You've got to pin them back now. You've got to pin them back. Just over 17 minutes to go. Need a second win here. Adokar on the 20. Making a couple metres there. Come on, lads. And the whistle's blown. Penalty for Australia. We cannot get away with knock-ons and penalties as much as the Aussies can. We can't afford this stuff. So off the back of the penalty, Farsum Malawi up towards halfway. Yeah, true, Barnes. Very true. We have to be cleaner. We have to be much cleaner. We cannot afford as many errors or penalties as we've given away. We can't afford it. They restrict our meters. And they make more meters. 64 minutes on the clock, 16 minutes to go. Grant, scooting. Takes it up towards England's 20. England have to find 3 scores, which is the tough part. 2 maybe could be possible, but it's left to Munster. Trying to get around Williams. Chucks it back inside to Crichton, and Crichton goes in. And that'll be 20-0 very shortly. Off the back of the penalty. The basics. The basics. It's 18-0 with a kick to come, but it's right in front of the post. I don't know what else we can do here. So it was Dearden, then to Cleary, across to Munster. Was able to offload back inside to Crichton in support. The spine's connected really well. From Australia, to be fair, they have connected well. Just over 14 minutes to go. Can we have a decent finish to the game? Can we at least have a bit of pride in the end? I think at least, as of right now, I think most people would agree with this. We're not a million miles off. There's areas that need to be cleaner. We can be better. We're not a million miles away. I don't know, Sam. Like 35% confident. 13.5 minutes to go. It's an error from Harry Grant. Do they want to challenge it? So Australia will challenge. Indeed, Sam. Indeed. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad at this point we know what we need to fix up. We've got to be cleaner in possession. Off the back of kicks, we cannot allow these breaks from Walsh. And when we're in good attacking position, there's been a couple times where it's been, a moment of chaos, a little bit of luck where Australia's come up with possession. I forgot to end this poll as well. They've come up with possession and they've been able to make some decent meters away from their own territory. Challenging and conclusive. Okay, so England will have possession close to the try line with 13 minutes to go. So England 20 metres out. England do have a chance for next week. We know what needs improving. And yeah, I think we were rushing too much in the first half. We've not had that much territory down here, unfortunately. It's with Knowles. Takes it over the 10. In front of the post, Jez Litton waits at dummy half. Right to Lees. Litton in front of the right post, about 2 metres out. Left to Williams, switches back to Pierce-Paul. It's too far over his head, you've got to get him in stride here. Pierce-Paul, still in possession, stopped on the 10. Eventually brought down. Just over 12 minutes to go. 2 tackles left in this set for England. Litton left to Williams. Back inside to Farnworth. Stepping. Still going. And he's going to be stopped in front of the right post. 2 metres out. Last tackle. Litton left to Williams. Engages the line. Pops up to Pierce-Paul. Go on, lad. Look for an offload. Gets one to Lewis. I think that might have been forwards. Yeah, it was knock on. Yeah. That is the right call. Good effort. Good effort. So Australia will have possession. 68.5 minutes on the clock. Is now with Katoni Staggs. Takes it just over the 10. I think there's maybe 2 tries in here for England. Back end of the game, bit of energy. Maybe a couple sparks here and there. 2 tries is possible, I think. But yeah, I think that will be basic game over at this point with 11 minutes to go, 20-0. Kalamatangi over the 30. Third tackle, Grant. Now with Walsh, 40-20 attempt here, possibly. Plenty of distance, and goes out just short of the 20. So close, so close. Ten and a half minutes to go. John Stone in possession up towards his own 30. Come on, lads. Let's find some points here. Let's not get that big old goose egg on the scoreboard. Let's get rid of that. Litton switches back to Knowles. A few metres shy of the 40. Litton on his right to McMeekan. Then to Williams. Across to Wellesby. Good metres up towards halfway. Now Farnworth. Break here possibly. Chucks it back inside. Just take the tackle! My God, just chucking it for the sake of it. Zero patience all day. Australia in possession on their own 30. Hudson Young with a strong carry over the 40, nearly at halfway. Munster, left to Cleary, out the back to Walsh. Gets it away to Shibasaki. Option on the outside to Addo-Carr, or back inside to Walsh. And that's a try for Australia. Alright. Well, that's going to be 24-0. Stop giving away penalties. Stop offloading the ball when it's not on. Stop dropping the ball. The basics are so important when you are the underdog. When you cannot make as many meters per set, when it is easier for them to restrict your meters per set, and they can find the corners, you cannot just give the ball away. Got to be better next week. Got to be. It was a decent first half, but at this point, the second half has actually entered shit territory. First half, I think, was okay. We were definitely in the contest. Second half, we've entered shit territory. So we absolutely have more chance of being better next week. 8 minutes to go. Reckon your state players could beat England? I don't know what that means. When you say state players, I don't know what you mean. Too fast for us? Yeah. Our line speed needs to be a lot better. It's been way too slow. Way too slow. They play state before making professional? Okay. Well, I can promise you they wouldn't. They'd still be good, but they wouldn't. And Newcastle Knights would not beat England. A kick from Cleary is good. Australia in possession on their own 20. Seven minutes to go. Actually, why has Clark been off the field for so long? It's right to Nwangani Tawaze, over halfway. Wardle gets him tackled. Is he in touch? Gets an offload. They still have it. Walsh launches it left. It's now in Munster in centre field on the halfway line. Up towards the 40. Now about 35 metres out. So with Dearden. Out the back to Cleary. Across to Shibasaki. I think he's lost the ball there into Farnworth. England ball. So there's actually a penalty for England. And we're just short of halfway. Farnworth will tap. Gives it to Bateman. I imagine there's a good chance we'll see Brimson next week. There's a chance. Possibly at fullback. We might see Harry Smith. Not too sure. Just inside Australia territory. Short side left from Clark to Wellesby. Now Pierce Paul over the 30. And just over 5 minutes to go. Just over 20 metres out, it is with Mikey Lewis. Switches back to Knowles. And he's stopped on the 20. It's with Lewis. Pops it up to McMeekan. Trying to get an offload. Gets one to Wellesby. Now with Lewis. Kicks the ball through. Wardle is chasing. He might have been taken out off the ball. Collected by Staggs in goal. Takes it over the try line. And it's a penalty for England. Okay, well, yeah, Nathan Cleary definitely steps across there. They're challenging it just for the break, really. 4.5 minutes to go. Brimson for Wellesby is a must for next game. It might be. Thing is, how much does Wayne want to change? So does he want to just go, like, all the changes could be, he might take out Williams and put Lewis at 6. Like, he might. You'd imagine Williams would play all 3 games, given that he's the captain, but you never know. So yeah, Smithies is a good point. Smithies might come in for Bateman. I'd put Trout in the back row instead of Bateman. And then Smithies would be off the bench. With what Trout's been doing. Who else are we missing? There's no Oledsky. I think we need Oledsky for next week. So yeah, Brimson at 1, Williams at 6. I don't think we need to put Smith at 7. Like, Lewis has been fine. I don't think there's like a sweeping change we have to make there. But we might put Smith there, I don't know. 5 metres out. It's with Knowles, just left of the posts. Can we get rid of the goose egg, please? Clark goes himself. Hey! It is 26-4 with a kick to come. You guys are so screwed now. The comeback's on with 3 minutes 45 seconds to go. The Aussies have started to shit themselves. Alright. Three and a half minutes to go. Mikey Lewis to add the extras. The comeback is on. The kick from Mikey Lewis is good. I just think I'd put Trout in the back row over Bateman next week. Oledsky needs to be in the squad. I think I'd start Oledsky and Wormsley. Biggest blokes up front to start. Try and get some metres up the field. Maybe get Burgess in there as well. Better for the aerial battle against Owangani Tawaze. So we kick off. Walsh doesn't even use a tee, just puts it into the ground. Fair enough. 3 minutes to go. McMeekan with a carry up towards the 20. Can we hit double digits and really terrify the Aussies and shit them up for next week? Next carry from Knowles up towards the 30. And we've got a scrap. Hey. I think I'd agree with those, Dingle. I'm not like absolutely adamant that Smith has to start over Lewis, because I think Lewis has done all right, but I think we could maybe do with a little bit more control in our sets. So maybe bring Smith in. I don't think it's a must, but if we do, I don't mind. Yoa's cat wants, so he can't play next week. All right. Well, Helps us a little bit. I still want to play the strongest team available, but Carrigan and McMeekin going at it. Lewis Day Williams out. I don't think either has done anything wrong. Lewis and Williams have done absolutely nothing wrong. Two and a half minutes to go. Clark now with Dom Young. Up towards the 40. Dom Young's had a few good carries in this game, to be fair. Clark with a scoot over halfway. Litton is on as well. Wellsbeak down the left edge. I think if we could have Litton and Clark on the same time a little bit earlier next week, that'd be great. Speed things up a bit. 2 tackles to go. We're 35 metres out. Or now it's the last tackle, sorry. Lewis kicks from the 40. Coming down about 15 metres out. Walsh goes up. Knowles brings him down. Just less than 2 minutes to go. Dearden, left 2, Nwangani Tawaze, up towards the 20. Shibasaki will play this on his own 30. I don't think our halves have done enough in taking it to the Aussies. Maybe not. Maybe not. Great kick on the last day from Australia, or the third even. Just kept in. What an absolute mess. What an absolute mess. One minute to go. It's going to be a goal line dropout. We'll just eat up as much time as possible. Get this game over and done with. Short dropout. Well, ends up on the 30, not that short. To be fair, Australia have slowed down the ruck a decent amount. They've restricted our meters, so it is difficult for the backs to do much off the back of the slower play the balls. Australia 15 metres out. They pop it up to Crichton. They lose the ball. To be fair, Pixels, the reason why you have seen better under-11s games is because they're playing against other under-11s. Well, that's going to be full-time. 26 points to 6. Some positives. The first half, we were in range. I think set for set, more metres from Australia, but we were, we weren't a million miles off. The second half, too many errors, I don't think there was that many penalties from what I remember, but errors were an issue. We'd get into good territory and we were just all over the place. All over the place. We've got to be cleaner next week. We've got to be much cleaner. When we get into good territory, we've got to finish our sets. If we turn the ball over, we've got to be able to wrap them up straight away and not let them get up the field. Thank you for the donation. But yeah, just more of the basics. Better. It's got to be cleaner. Simple as that. Right, well, I'll be at the game next week. Me, Sammy Snake. I will be trying to make a video. So for those that have TikTok, I'm going to post a video to TikTok of, game day vlog next week. I'm an Everton fan. So is my mate Sam and Joe that I'm going with. We're dragging our mate Dylan, who's actually a Liverpool fan. Boo. But yeah, go on the game next week. I'm still looking forward to it. So at least we can pack out the Hill Dickinson. Best atmosphere in the Premier League, baby. Well, it's already been paid for, Dingle, so, I don't think it is. Best stadium in the Prem. Best for building an atmosphere. 52,000 people. Piling it onto the Aussies. Reece Walsh play of the match, that's fair. I can get on board with that. That spine did a great job for the Aussies, though. As much as England made too many mistakes for my liking, we could have been a lot better, a lot cleaner. The Aussies moved the ball a lot more cleanly through the midfield. So, Australia already looking a bit cleaner. England with a lot of work to do, but the good thing is that we've got to keep in mind is we know what we need to be better at. We know where, the differences are, and we can work on those things. So, we've got to keep that in mind. The series ain't over. Let's not act like it is. It's not finished. We've still got to play next week. We can do better. I think we will do better. Yeah, the first try was absolutely forward from Australia, but after that, if they kept playing as they did, then they would have been comfortable anyway. Don't think Wayne will make changes. I feel like he'll make a couple. I don't know. I really don't have a clue who he's going to change. Let's see what Sean's got to say. Let's have a listen. I'll have a look at the stats, actually. Well, at least he acknowledges the end of sets weren't great. Let's have a look. So 53% possession to the Aussies. They had more time in possession. Completion rate, they had 69% possession. We only had 72%. So they can get away with it more because of stats I'll read out in a second. They had more runs. Obviously more possession as mentioned. More post-contact meters. 9 line breaks to our 3. They had triple our line breaks. 1 more tackle break. Average set distance. They only had 10 more meters per set from the end of the first half. By the end of the game, it was 14 meters more on average. Ridiculous. We only had 82 kick return meters. They had 265. We had quicker play the balls apparently. 3.53 to their 4.21. So we were able to slow down the ruck a bit more, but couldn't restrict the meters. Offloads, both 13. 1 forced dropout each. We had a 40-20. Can we, maybe get 1 or 2 next week as well? Tackle efficiency, we were slightly better apparently. Errors, 12 from us, 14 from Australia. Still too many from us. That's got to be, as a minimum, less than 8. We cannot have that. We just can't have it. Penalties conceded. Only 3 penalties. It's not too bad. If we can clean it up a little bit, great. 1 less. Fantastic. But errors, that's got to be cleaner. We were absolutely gassed out at one point in that second half. But that's off the back of mistakes. We turn over the ball inside the midfield, or when we could be piling under pressure, making them do all the work on their defensive line, and we just let them off. They don't have to expel as much energy. Do you think if we can come out firing the start of next week, we've got a chance? Love to know what happened at half time. Well, it all kind of started with, didn't we managed to get up the field. There was a mistake from Australia, wasn't there, or something? We ended up in good territory, and then off the back of it, there was a break for Walsh, or it was from the kick, something like that. I think it might have been the kick to the corner. And Walsh returned it up towards our own 30. There's a couple times he did that, to be fair. Brimson needs to be fullback. He adds a lot more spark, especially through the ruck when the big forwards are tired. Maybe. I've got a feeling that I was going to say he might put Brimson at 14. I don't know if he'd drop Wellesby, though. That's the thing. Would he drop Wellesby? He might. Whoa, Marley. What's up with you, pal? Relax, chill. Don't know what's going on with you, but chill. I don't know who you're calling an idiot, and I don't know what you're having a go at. Just relax there, buddy. All right, but even if you're talking to Dingle, just chill, just chill. Okay, well, I'm going to end this stream in a second. Do you want to say thank you very much for those that stopped by? I think we peaked at about 120, something like that. It's greatly appreciated. So, I won't be streaming the Ashes Game 2 because I'll be at that game. I will be streaming the 2 games from the Pacific Championship. So, in terms of streams coming up, I will be streaming Tonga vs Samoa tomorrow. I won't be streaming the Ashes Game 2, but then next week I will be streaming PNG vs Fiji and New Zealand vs Tonga. So feel free to stop by for those. If you're not subscribed yet, please do. We're at 13,318. Thank you very much. The target is 14k by the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do. If you want to follow me on TikTok, please do as well. There'll be a stream highlights video posted in the next few hours, I guess, whenever they put the highlights video out there. Normally, over here, we take ages to do the highlights. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. And, yeah, hopefully next week we're a bit better. We know what we need to improve on, which is something. But yeah, thanks for being here. Toodle pip.